First, Coach, please just start with an opening statement.
Yeah, not one of our best efforts in a while, and I just felt we just didn't play with that desperation, the urgency, the intensity that we have of late. We had the bye week, and you could just sense it in practice that we just didn't have that that urgency, and the speed and the whatnot that we needed in our game. You know it as coaches, but sometimes it's hard to relay that to players, even though we tried that. And not that we weren't terrible in the game, but I just think a lot of it's them. They played hard, they played aggressive, played with more urgency, and they got the goals. We had a couple good chances there in the one power play. If we could have put one in, I think that would have gave us some momentum. But when you don't score, you just don't get that spark or that maybe a little extra lift that you need in the game. We didn't get that, so we got to be better tomorrow, and we will be.
It seemed like they really limited offensive chances. Is that just them playing with more intensity and desperation?
Yeah, they're playing well defensively. They don't give you much. They have a third guy back. They skate well. They simplify their game. They're not beating themselves right now. You're going to have to beat them, and I just thought we didn't play with that sense of urgency that you need to. You saw it at times in the game when we turned it up. We can be pretty good, but for the most part, we just try to do way too much. But not much work tonight. Our passing. We should shot when we should have passed when we should. A lot of things tonight. So, and it's all mental. It wasn't a skill thing tonight. It was just all mental, and we have to be better prepared for tomorrow night's game.
You talked about the power play having a couple chances there.
Yeah.
Is it just a matter of if we get one, then they're going to start coming and it's going to get hot again like it was before?
Well, I think so. And they're one of the top teams in the country in power play. I think top 5. So you could see why, and they do a good job. They push the pace up the ice, and we have to work harder. I think we have a tendency lately to slow things down on the power play, and we got outworked tonight. Their penalty killers outworked our power play. So it's an easy fix, but you have to make sure you're prepared for it.
Jamie comes up with a few big saves again. He's really looked like he's played and settled in over the last month and change.
Yeah, he gave us a chance tonight. There's not much he could do on the first goal, blowing face-off coverage, and the second goal just happened. The rebound went right to a guy. So he played a good game, and you need that on the road. And I thought he did a good job. But when you don't score any, you're not going to win many games.
What are we focused on for tomorrow night to try to get a win?
Yeah, just a sense of desperation, urgency. We have to be mentally better prepared to play the game, and we have to take our game to them. We have to skate, play together. I thought we just out of sort a little bit tonight. We just didn't play well as a team and support each other very well. So, and they understand that. And we haven't played for a while, so I think it was good for us to get in this game and find out, we're going to have to play with that urgency and play with speed and play aggressive and manage the puck better. Yeah. So anyway, the beauty of it is we get a chance tomorrow night to redeem ourselves.
Thank you.
Yep. Thanks.